You guys ready to rock? My friends call me Metal Mitch. I'm 24, and I could have been a rock star, or at least that's what I tell myself. I've had a love affair with rock music since I can remember. When I was just a kid, I collected albums and lived in headphones. By the time I was 13, I was already learning power chords. Most of the kids I went to school with were real squares and went off to college to be a bunch of office clones or something, but not me. I was playing this killer band with my best friend Lenny. It was half metal, half power punk, and nothing like anything you've heard before. We called ourselves Snake Oil, and we started playing some local bars. That's how I met Yasmynne. She was a huge lover of all music, and we fell hard for each other. We got married after only a few months, and even had a rock-themed wedding. But when Yasmynne got preggo, it became hard to be a rock god. Yasmynne got upset when we would go on after midnight because I wouldn't come home until almost dawn. And after the baby was born, well, people would give me funny looks, like I kidnapped him or something. But what can I say? It's hard for a dude like me to get a table for one at Chuck E. Cheese. The worst of it was the money. I mean, who can afford rent and bills and a baby? I mean, these little vampires are expensive. So we decided to move back in with Yasmynne's parents, which was awful for me because her parents didn't really like me or my rock dreams. But I wasn't going to let anybody kill my buzz. And guess what? Snake Oil got a call from some music producer in New York. His name was Bert, and he said he set us up with a gig in the city and wanted to meet. If everything went as planned, we could be signed to his label, Monster Records. But when I told Yasmynne about it, she started naysaying. She wanted me to get a real job and stop pretending to be a rock star. Talk about a knife in the back. Apparently, her mom knew the principal at this private magnet school for the arts, and they were looking for a guitar teacher. Can you imagine me as a teacher? No way, I thought. But Yasmynne kept throwing fatherhood in my face, so I told her I'd go by the school. The next day, I showed up dressed like I was in Kiss. The idea was that they would think I was so crazy they would never hire me. But the principal, Dr. Shaw, thought the kids would love it, and they wanted teachers with passion. He wanted me to start immediately, but I had to leave for New York with the band. I told Yasmynne a fib and said that I was going to start the teaching on Monday. Me and the guys rehearsed twice as hard, and we even choreographed some new stage antics. That weekend, we were off like a prom dress. That night, we rocked so hard, we totally melted faces and had one of the best shows ever. But afterwards, we couldn't find Bert. I couldn't sleep, and the next day we went to the Monster Records to track him down. We wanted answers, and apparently it was pretty simple. He did see us for the first 2 songs, and then he left. That was all he really promised anyways, he said. We didn't even have enough money for gas to get back home, and I had to call Yasmynne to help us out. Lenny was so upset, he quit. The dream had been shattered. I didn't have a record contract. Heck, I didn't even have a band anymore. Suddenly, a job didn't sound so bad. I returned with my tail tucked between my legs. The next day, when I called Dr. Shaw at the music school, she told me that she had never found somebody with my passion. She hired me on the condition that I would dress up every day like I did for the interview. So I started teaching. And you know, I really grew to like it. The kids thought I was a riot, and we got along great. These little guys were just like me when I was falling in love with music, and they gave me new inspiration. I talked snake oil into getting back together, and I think we might have another shot with a new label, so you guys better be ready to rock. When I was a teenager, my old man used to tell me that a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, and I guess I thought he meant I had to choose between my dreams and some practical day job. But you don't have to give up your dreams to be responsible. If you've got a dream, go for it and don't get discouraged. Just because it doesn't happen right away doesn't mean it won't happen. Remember, dudes, like all things that are worth it, dreams take time and hard work. So keep rocking on, and don't forget to say hi in the comments and subscribe for more hidden wisdom stories. Remember, when you share our stories, you're sharing wisdom.